Hey guys, Anthony Scott, ToyHypeUSA.com. I'm here with Bill Miekina,
Hello.
Mattel WWE Wrestling Team. He's a designer. Bill, so good to see you. Thank you for having us.
Good to see you again. Welcome to Comic-Con.
Yes.
Day Saturday. Oh my gosh, it's Saturday already. Weekend's flying by.
It is flying by, and Sunday, and then it's over. If you guys want to see us, we're in the mirror there. There's Bill. That's right. There we are behind all these these gorgeous wrestling figures that you design.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be such an awesome toy designer?
Well, thanks for the compliment. It's fun. I'm very lucky. I'm one of the few people, I think, on the planet that gets to design their own collection. So it's a responsibility I don't take lightly, because I know I'm sort of speaking for everyone for what they want. It's sort of filtered through what I want, and I want to make sure that what I want, what everyone else wants, is sort of meshes as closely as possible.
Yeah, I hear you. It's I think the wrestling figures, it's the best it's ever been.
We're trying.
So I think you guys are doing a beautiful job on these.
Thank you very much. I
and
appreciate
I think
it.
the fan base has been backing it. I think it's a lot of positive. Even wrestlers, they've taken notice on the beautiful job you've done.
Yeah, it's interesting how much when you show one of the WWE superstars their figure for the first time.
Yeah.
The first ever figure. Like a lot of them tend to get almost like emotional about it, because it's one of the milestones of having made it in WWE. It's getting in the video game, getting on WrestleMania, and getting your action figures. So when you show someone their first ever figure, people tend to get pretty excited about it, and that makes me excited that they appreciate the work that we're putting into them.
That's good. All right, so let's start with some of the reveals. 'Cause
Sure.
A lot of these have been shown that are on display. I'm just going to quickly glance over. I'm sure everyone watching this video, I'm sure you know who most of these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
But let's start with the San Diego reveals.
Sure. The San Diego reveals are. We'll start actually down with this row, because this is Elite 70. One of the figures revealed is the man behind the madness. It's Mr. McMahon himself, decked out in the attire he wore as the announcer in the 1980s. And then next to him is Dolph Ziggler. That's the Chase version of Dolph Ziggler.
Okay. With
the pink pants and the shiny silver jacket. Further down in the case is the standard version. And then next to him is Johnny Gargano in the entrance vest and sort of like a superhero-themed attire. And then he comes with a fire extinguisher from those matches he had with Tommaso Ciampa. And next to him is Seth Rollins from The Shield with a brand new Shield flak vest and the Intercontinental title. And then next to him is
all Elite 70, you said.
This is all Elite 70.
Okay.
Next to him is probably my favorite in the assortment, the London Demon version of Finn Balor from TakeOver in 2015. A show I actually attended in London at the time, and when he came out in that outfit, I was so stoked. I'm like, God, that's going to make a great figure one day. And it took longer than I expected, but now it's in the line, and I couldn't be happier.
It's an interesting, he looks like a really scary dude in that outfit.
Yeah, he looks really scary, and just the way the play between the hat and the coat and the deco, it all comes together and makes something that's like, I can't imagine going to the store and not going home with that if it's there.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you.
Next to him is EC3. I think that's the first ever EC3 action figure, and he's decked out in the attire he wore in during his NXT run. And
comes with a microphone.
Comes with a microphone, and we've repurposed some Matt Hardy hands to do the three fingers across the chest. This is the Dolph Ziggler main figure, the standard figure. That's a brand new head on him, and then brand new deco.
That's a deco wrestling belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wore tights with the belt painted on, so we recreated those tights exactly.
Yeah. No, that's a really good job. Look at that.
Yeah, it's we get really, really good reference photos from WWE, so when we're able to use that to create the artwork for the figure, it's very, very helpful. And then the Walmart exclusive in this wave is Gerald Briscoe to go along with the Pat Patterson figure that was released 2 days before this. So you can complete your Stooges, your Attitude Era Stooges. And
that's this guy here.
And then Wave 71 includes Drew McIntyre. He has two interchangeable heads. This is the newest head with the hair down over his face. And then we're also going to include the original Drew McIntyre head with the hair out of his face, so you can recreate his entrance when he comes out and then flips his hair back and marches to the ring.
That's nice. I love that likeness.
Yeah, it came out really, really well. Next to him is Big Show, Attitude Era Big Show. And he comes with a Big Show shirt and the Winged Eagle title, actually the Attitude Era title.
You know, a lot of people, I think a dream match would be the Big Show versus Andre the Giant.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that was never able to happen. Yeah. But maybe using your Mattel WWE action figures, you can make it happen in the comfort of your own home.
Who will win? Who knows?
I do not know. I think I haven't probably put money on Big Show, but I might be in the minority there.
I'm more of an Andre guy.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know,
I can see it.
He's such a legend.
It's sort of a toss-up either way. So. Nikki Bella is in this first ever Elite Nikki Bella, and she's going to have a regular and a chase version. You're looking at the regular version, the standard version, which is the outfit from the Evolution pay-per-view where she fought Ronda Rousey, and she comes with the backwards hat and the tearaway shirt.
Nice.
And then next to Cassius Ohno is going to be the Target exclusive in this wave, the first ever Cassius Ohno figure through Mattel, and this is one I'm really happy with because I know that he's a big toy guy. He's an action figure fan, so making a figure of someone who is an action figure fan, makes it that much more greater.
Now that's a plastic shirt under the fabric?
Yeah, it's a permanent shirt affixed. It's a removable soft goods entrance robe, like short robe.
Okay.
Adam Cole gets a separate mainline release with the North American title and interchangeable Adam Cole Bebe hands. And he also comes with Adam Cole Bebe sleeveless shirt. So
John Cena, respect.
John Cena. He grew his hair out a little bit in the past year, and looked a little different last time he was on TV. So when we do an updated John Cena, we got to do it with longer hair. So
took a little break from his Hollywood career.
Yeah, he came back to do some work, and it's awesome. Like stuff like that. It's really helpful to get someone we've done so many times in the line, like a John Cena.
Right.
When they come back and there's something like physically different you can do, as opposed to not only changing the color of the shoes and the shirts and stuff, like having like an actual like a difference with the hair, that makes a lot of difference when you pose them all in a row.
Right.
And like 99 of them have like the tight buzz cut, and then one of them has the longer locks.
Wow.
And Jeff Hardy will come with 3 separate heads.
Oh,
and
wow.
The other 2 are not on display. I think they might have gotten in the transport down here, and I think they got a little lost. But also
hopefully won't stay lost.
No, on the figure they will be there. And also, I don't know if you noticed this has the removable towel in the back of his jeans. The first time we've ever done the removable towel in the back. So that's something we haven't done on the Jeff Hardys. We probably should have been doing for a long time. So going forward, all Jeff Hardy figures, all Elite ones, will have the removable towel in the back.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And next to him is the chase version of Nikki Bella.
I just can't get over the amount of detail, the paint apps that go into these. It's just incredible.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons I enjoy working on the line is because I do get to, recreate these characters, these people as closely as possible. Yeah. There's very few instances where we have to, reduce, a feature that's worn in the ring from the figures. We always find a way to make it work.
Right.
And that's one of the challenges of the job, but it's also one of the rewards of the job. When you get it and you hit the cost target, and like the company's happy, they're making enough money on the wave, the fans are happy, the figures look right, everyone wins. I love it.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Mm-hmm. And the Page figure that was planned for Walgreens, I think, will be released as a chase figure in this assortment.
Okay. Nice job. All right.
And then
got down here.
And then we're going to have 4 Network Spotlight is moving to Target this fall. And the first 4 figures in the assortment are Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion, the first ever Elite single-carded Jinder Mahal. He comes with a different head scan from the one included with the SmackDown ring and the WWE title. We have a Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
Oh yeah, I need a Diesel figure.
Yeah.
I missed the first one.
Yeah, we kind of that one's. It's been a while, and we've also improved the face technology. Whereas like the one we did a couple years ago, I really liked the head sculpt. When the deck was applied to the face, I think it maybe the likeness wasn't quite where it could have been. But now I think it's finally where it should be. The figure Diesel looks just like Kevin Nash in real life, so that's something. Mm-hmm.
That's important now. Yeah.
It is. It's very important. Yeah, the technology exists to do it. We need to do it. And Rey Mysterio from 2008 No Mercy. That's an outfit I've always loved, and I did it once as a basic figure with like a matchups, but I had to cut some deco to hit the cost target, and that always kind of bothered me. So I wanted to make sure that we could do this outfit, with all detail this time, leaving nothing off.
That mask is now removable, right?
That is a removable mask. His accessory on this one is the removable entrance mask.
Okay. I was thinking it does look removable.
Yeah, it is removable. And then the Asuka figure that was originally planned as a WrestleMania figure last year is going to be available in Network Spotlight. So we did find a home for her after that figure was unfortunately not developed for WrestleMania. And we're going to skip the middle figure for right now. We'll come back to it.
Okay, so I'll go around it. Should I not show it?
Yeah, not show it yet.
Okay.
And then the Walmart will get a Survivor Series of 4 Elites this year, starting over here with the first ever Mattel Don Morocco action figure from the first SummerSlam. Survivor Series. So we're covering like the whole history of Survivor Series from the past into the present with this wave. So one of the first Don Morocco's in the first Survivor Series, and he's in this wave. Next to him is Shinsuke Nakamura in the SmackDown Blue. Okay. When he was on the SmackDown Blue side, I think in 2017. It was we've done him in red and black a lot. But we want an opportunity came to vary up the colors. We wanted to make sure that we did so.
Hey guys, we're back.
Yeah, the Jeff Hardy figure from Survivor Series 2006. 2006. Sorry, my voice is cracking. It's been a long week. It includes a brand new head sculpt with the braids in the hair and the entrance vest. Jeff Hardy provides us with a. People love the Hardys. People just cannot stop buying action figures of the Hardys, and they provide us with a lot of different unique looks. So we are going to provide another one here in this assortment. And next to him is the Alicia Fox from Survivor Series 2017, when she wore the amazing captain's hat to the ring. Man, my voice is dying.
Some hat. Oh my God!
It's phenomenal. You see this thing up close. I mean, there's more deco and more, deco applications on that hat than there are on some figures in this case.
Is she one of the most expensive figures you've done because of this hat?
She's up there. Yeah, I mean, it's really, but we were able to it's a very complex outfit, and we were able to reproduce it, 100% accurately, which it's really, again, when stuff comes together like that, where you can include an accessory as elaborate in terms of the sculpt, in terms of the deco, and still meet, the company mandated targets. It's a very satisfying feeling knowing that you've done your job and you can put out something that's phenomenal. I just think it turned out phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's like, look at that.
And then getting back to the middle of the case, this is a hand-painted model of an upcoming Becky Lynch figure. She's actually going to be in Elite 72. And we wanted to prepare it in time for the show, so she saw it when she was on the panel, and we showed it to her, and she was very impressed by it. And it will also include the soft good jacket with the man on the back. So we know that Becky Lynch is probably like the hottest character in WWE right now, and we're reacting quickly to make sure that there's figures in the line to address that sudden rise in popularity.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're back. We're looking at the Ultimates. A couple of new Ultimates coming from Mattel. And these feature the more articulation, better likeness, more head sculpts, interchangeable arms, hands.
Yeah, it's meant to be our most articulated and posable figure ever. We know that figure photography now on Instagram is a huge thing, and it's blowing up. So, and people want to recreate the poses as accurately as possible. So this lineup of figures allows us to provide the most accurate poses possible ever on a WWE figure. So we launched with the Ultimate Warrior and Ronda Rousey figures you see in the background.
Yes, that we've also reviewed, courtesy Mattel.
Yes.
Thanks again, Mattel. These are awesome figures. Love them so much, and I hope this line continues.
I hope so
for
too.
years to come.
And then Bret Hart and Shinsuke Nakamura were the next two. And then we revealed at the show this week the next two in the assortments, which is the Finn Balor Demon from SummerSlam 2018 with full entrance attire, and he has two separate heads and two sets of hands for the highest amount of posability.
Look at that deco on the hands. I mean, you guys didn't cut corners here, and it really shows.
It was difficult because there's you'd be amazed how much deco is on in terms of just actual deco ops around those hands.
Yeah.
Sorry, to recreate the like the bleeding teeth hands on the effect on the hands, like. But you know when a superstar comes out in an attire like this that people are gonna freak out and want. You know, you gotta. It's like you owe it to yourself to recreate it as accurately as possible, and that means you can't cut corners because if you cut corners, people are gonna notice that you cut the corners, and then.
Yeah, and it could affect the line. You know, people might drop it.
Yeah, if you can't call it, you can't call it an ultimate if you're cutting corners. So.
So let me ask you this: Is
Sure.
there any character that you would love to see in this line that might happen someday? You know, from any era.
From any era.
Anyone you would love to do.
Huh. I think I don't know. I really like to get like a Cactus Jack in there somehow.
Yeah.
I think that might be an interesting one. There's a variety of like looks and expressions we might be able to do. But in terms of like mainstream popularity, it might lean more toward Mankind. But like in a world where sales don't matter and it's just my personal preference, I think like an Ultimate Cactus Jack I think would really hit a sweet spot for me.
You know, I wouldn't mind a classic tag team, Legion of Doom, Demolition.
Yeah, those would be great.
As this, you know, in this style.
Legion of Doom would actually be really good.
Bushwhackers.
You could do like different paint schemes. You could do like paint. You know, some of the paint on and off.
You know, back in the early '90s, I loved their outfits. You know, them in Demolition.
Yeah.
I thought they had like the best ring attire, the best look back in their day.
Yeah, like painted tag teams is from the 80s is something that you miss when it's not on TV as much anymore.
You do.
And then Triple H actually is the other one in the series with the camera's been on. He comes with the chainmail vest. He's from late 1999, early 2000 when he was a WWE champion for the first time. Comes with the Attitude Era vest, and then three separate heads, like the scowling head, you know, like the screaming head when he does his entrance with the arms out.
Yeah.
And then the hat with the backwards motorcycle hat they wore when he was doing interviews. And he comes with a whole bunch of, actually with three sets of hands to imitate as many entrances as possible, including, you know, some hands to do a certain hand gesture that D-Generation X was known for.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the next thing. Okay. And we're back. We're looking at the 7-inch scale basic figures.
Yes.
That are coming out.
Yes, we're actually at the point we're putting out a basic series 100. I do not know of any action figure ever that has put out with 100 consecutive series. I think we set a record here. So to celebrate that, basic series 100 includes the top stars in the history of WWE. So and they all have brand new head sculpts. So these are, you know, all new figures. Nothing in 100 is a straight repaint. So we start with The Rock, with a brand new, very serious head sculpt and Attitude Era deco. And then
look at that likeness. Even the basic figures have such great likeness.
Absolutely. Yeah, we use that new True Effects on all our figures to get the most accurate likenesses on basics, elites, ultimates.
Shawn
Michaels is going to be available in two versions. I think this is the standard version we're looking at, And next to him is the Chase version.
Any differences other than the pants and the?
It's
the
just
wrists?
it's a deco scheme change.
Okay. Heads are the same.
Yeah. And the Undertaker
Wow.
with the brand new head sculpt. That's people are really responding very nicely to.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still wrestling.
I can't believe it either. You know, I hope I'm able to do what he's able to do when I'm his age.
Yeah, he's just as big now or bigger than he was back, in the
Yeah,
golden
he kind of transcends now. He's like a
Yeah. I miss Paul Bearer by his side.
yeah.
That was a good time. For
Yeah,
wrestling.
he contributed a lot to the act. So
He did, yeah.
And I was lucky that I was able to work on his action figure as well. So
Yeah. I miss that urn being raised, and then Undertaker would raise. That was cool.
John Cena with the 8-bit shirt, something we've never had on a figure before. I love this one of my favorite John Cena shirt designs. So I'm very glad that we were finally able to get it in the lineup, and I think it actually uses also the True FX printing on that shirt to make sure that all the colors are there and accounted for. Like none had to be reduced or simplified to hit a cost target. We were able to get the entire artwork on that shirt.
Wow, look at that!
It's all there.
Beautiful, yeah. Really, really nice. There's a little bit of a glare because of the lights, you guys. I apologize, but there you go. All right. I just want to show them the full. There you go.
Yeah. And next to him is Steve Austin with a brand new head sculpt. I think it's the first time we've done the white knee braces.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So another highly requested figure is Seth Rollins in the SummerSlam attire from last year. Very distinct attire with a very distinct right boot.
I like the look of this guy.
Yeah, it's Drake Maverick is debuting in figure. Yeah, I was actually here at Comic-Con unsuccessfully trying to regain the 24/7 title over this weekend. And if you watch his Instagram feed, you can see some of the shenanigans that went down at the panel, at this booth, everywhere else in the convention center. He had a busy, probably not quite as productive as he would have wanted weekend here. So, and then if you scroll down a bit, he will be the Chase. He will be the Chase. Oh my gosh, he'll be the Chase in the assortment, and that's, I believe this is the Chase version that we're looking at now.
Look at that detail, even with the basic figures. I see it's a repaint, the green and the black. But
Yeah.
Just so much detail that goes into it. And these $10 figures.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
No.
it's just amazing what you're able to do.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
This price point.
Yeah. We want to, because even at any price point, we want to put out the best possible product.
Right. And that's what you got to do these days. People are demanding quality.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much good action figure product coming out right now. It's, if you're not keeping up with what everyone else is doing to improve their figures, you're gonna fall behind, and you're gonna fall behind quickly.
Yeah.
And also Baron Corbin, I think it's the first Baron Corbin with the shaved head. I think some of the stubble detail came in a little too dark on this one, but this is a prototype, so this will be adjusted in production to be a little bit more closer to like a freshly shaved head look. Some of the other new characters debuting at the show include Sarah Logan. That's the first ever Sarah Logan figure.
Very happy to see Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, next to
Join
him
the
is
line.
Bobby Lash, the basic Bobby Lashley. That's the first ever basic Bobby.
How many Bobby Lashley? Because there's an elite one coming out too.
Yeah, the Elite one should
And-
be in stores right now, actually, for the Elite 68.
Is that the first one? First Bobby
That's
Lashley?
our first Bobby Lashley,
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
Yeah. So this one will be coming after that one. Is sort of like coming off from the stores. If you missed Bobby Lashley the first time, he'll be coming back out in a different outfit.
Okay.
And then next to them is the Akam and Razar 2-pack from the Authors of Pain. Rizar as a new head sculpt to reflect the fact that he's growing his hair out a bit.
Right.
And if you notice, they're holding kendo sticks, which does mean that 2-packs have accessories again.
Oh, wow. Look at
So, including 2 kendo sticks, and one of them looks like it might have just been used over someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a brand new sculpt for this. You have a fresh kendo stick and then a used kendo stick, depending on. So you can do like posing where it's about someone's about to get hit, and then right after they get hit, or actually during they get hit. Other new reveals at the show include the Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce, the first ever figures from Mattel. And they're in the outfits they wore last year at the Super Showdown in Australia. So the outfits are especially meaningful considering they're both from Australia.
Amazing detail, even for basics.
Yeah.
These don't look like basics. They look more like
No,
elite.
they look phenomenal.
Yeah. A lot of the female figures that are in the basic line,
Yeah.
they look more like elite.
Yeah. No, I don't work on the basic line anymore, but when I saw these figures come in, I was like, oh man, I was jealous. I want to make figures that look that good.
Yeah.
And then probably another 2-pack. The new characters that are new to the Mattel Basic line include Andrade Almas and Zelina Vega, the first ever Zelina Vega figure.
Wow.
And I think her sculpt and expression and face art, I think, is it's one of the best I've ever seen. It just looks just like her.
It does, yeah. Look at that likeness. Articulation in the elbows, legs, amazing.
Yeah. And Andrade, and he will include a mask, a removable mask that he can pull off during his entrance.
Nice. And, Alexa Bliss.
That's an older Alexa Bliss. It was just
It's an older one, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, we're back. I'm back with Bill, and we're looking at the WWE Ghostbusters crossover figures.
Yes.
That I am extremely excited for.
People are losing their minds over these. It is a mashup between one of the greatest, retro 80s properties, Ghostbusters. Like, there's no one that doesn't love the Ghostbusters, and WWE. And so we decided when we got the opportunity to work on this to make 4 of the biggest stars in WWE history as the Ghostbusters. It's The Rock, it's Triple A, Rock. It's Shawn Michaels, John Cena, and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow.
All in sort of distinct Ghostbusters gear. Each one sort of customized to their own style. And if you're Ghostbusters, you need a ghost to bust. And what better ghost than the dead man himself?
It's interesting. The Undertaker rises once more.
Yeah.
This time as a ghost.
As a scary spectral purple ghost.
Yeah.
In translucent plastic, so light can shine through it to make it even more eerie. And then if you look at the arms, the tattoo art actually is on the arms. So when the light just hits it right, you can see the tattoo art.
I'm going to try to catch that
It's
on
very
camera.
difficult in this lighting because
Yeah.
it's like a harsh halogen light overhead or fluorescent light overhead.
You guys might be able to see it. I think I see it a little bit.
Yeah.
But it is hard to
From this angle, it is difficult, and also it's more on the outside of the arms than on the inside.
Yeah.
But it's there, and when it does catch the light just right, it's phenomenal.
But I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah,
and
this has got one of the largest reactions of the show is this mashup, and this is available later this year at Walmart. So pick it up.
Wow. I love the ghost trap too.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, a lot of the parts were actually developed for our Ghostbusters line we put out a couple of years ago. So it was really cool to be able to repurpose those parts in this so we could get out the line, with almost like lightning speed for how we usually develop lines. The development time on this line was very short and very satisfying in that regard.
I love the diorama too. And what I've heard from talking to you guys this weekend was that these terror dogs were repurposed from Matty Collector.
That's what I heard as well. For the Pterodox display are repurposed from the Mattel collector.
Yeah, from Ghostbusters Classics that was never offered in the line, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there because I never worked on that line.
Right.
But I heard that as well, and I have no reason not to believe it. So they look great. So I'm assuming they were going to be used at some point.
And this next one, I think it's my second favorite reveal at the show, at least for Mattel. And I'm just so psyched over these. Let me tell you, this is such an interesting mashup other than Ghostbusters that I just think that so many fans are going to go crazy over this.
Yeah, I think so as well. This is Masters of the WWE Universe. Probably Mattel's most famous intellectual property for boys in the 80s was He-Man in the Masters of the Universe. So it only makes sense to, again, the 80s nostalgia is huge. And another way we want to capitalize on that is by combining like our biggest retro brand from the 80s, so to speak, with WWE to produce characters like a Masters of the Universe version of the big stars, like Ultimate Warrior as a warrior, like Terror Claws, Triple H. You have He-Man, John Cena as a heroic warrior, Finn Balor as like a half man, half demon, like in an actual hybrid with removable parts. You have Sting with a scorpion claw for a hand and some Scorp chucks, and possibly the one that I think everyone here is most happy with is the New Day Manny Faces mashups, where if you turn the unicorn horn on the top of the head, you have Kofi, Big E, and Xavier's faces all interchangeable on that figure.
And we're looking at now is Big E.
Yes.
From who was switched over.
Yeah.
I was here when Steve did it. Put it on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And just a beautiful likeness. And
yeah, it's such a cool. It turned out so great. Like, this is something I didn't work on. I'm jealous that I didn't, because everything that's coming out is like looks so great. Like, I didn't realize I would be as excited for these as I am, but because I never was a He-Man fan as a kid, which is kind of ironic considering where I work. But man, when these things came in, I was like, oh, those are freaking awesome.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
And this mask is removable.
Yeah, that's
Triple H.
Yeah, the in the ring, the John Cena and the Triple H, the Terror Claws Triple H, will actually come with this play set, which is a Castle Grayskull themed wrestling ring, combining elements of the WWE ring and Castle Grayskull into a totally unique play environment.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what I also heard is that the He-Man figures on display over there, the parts are interchangeable and swappable with these figures.
That might be the case. I mean, if that's what they're saying over there about the, because they're using the same body parts,
Yeah,
so that they're 100% compatible with the new He-Man stuff coming in fall 2020.
Yeah.
So this is so if you like both lines, there's going to be like no sort of gap between one version and the other. It's all, the bodies are consistent.
All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. Let me just show you a quick look at the diorama that Mattel's team put together, and it's just amazing. You know, who is expecting something like this to make it to figure form? It feels surreal.
A little bit, yeah. There are elements of my job that feel like I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we actually did something like this.
Yeah.
I can't believe they let me do this sometimes.
Yeah.
But I hope I never take it for granted, because it's a very rewarding way to make a living.
It is, and I hope this is around for years to come. I wish it a lot of success, and I wish you a lot of success. Keep the awesome figures coming that you design.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
A weekly basis.
Yeah.
I know how busy you are, and
It's so busy.
yeah, you're just really good at this.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And there I am getting slapped on the screen.
Yeah, let me just show you guys the movie. See Bill getting beat up here. That's above the WWE Masters figures. And poor Bill, he gets smacked around. He needs a good tag team partner.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call for backup at some point. But
maybe The Undertaker, right? He would be a good one.
and his win-loss record is pretty great, so yeah, it'd be a good one.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is Anthony Scott. I'm here with Bill Miekina. Thank you.
No worries.
At San Diego Comic-Con 2019, the Mattel booth. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check back for more coverage. Thank you.